Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about Instagram because they're making a huge shift. And it's not just about their work from home policy. We're talking about a complete reboot of their entire company culture.
Okay, so let's get right into the big headline. 5. That's the number. Instagram is making a really bold move, calling most of its US employees back to the office 5 days a week, full-time. And this is all set to kick off in February 2026.
So, you gotta ask, why the big change? Well, it comes straight from the top. The head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, says it's all about trying to capture a certain kind of energy. He really believes that when people are physically together, that's where the best ideas happen, that's where creativity and collaboration truly spark.
But okay, who does this actually affect? And what's the real strategic thinking going on behind the scenes? Let's dig into the nuts and bolts of this new policy.
So, this new rule is aimed at the majority of the US-based team. Basically, if you have an assigned desk in the office, this applies to you. The reason they're giving is that it's a competitive move. They want to be faster, more innovative in what is a really tough market. And one really important note, if you were hired as a permanent remote employee, you can breathe easy. This change doesn't apply to you.
So is Instagram just going completely against the grain with this 5-day-a-week plan, or are they actually part of a bigger, more strict trend that we're starting to see pop up across the tech industry?
And this really shows you the two camps that are forming in the tech world right now. On one side, you have the hardliners. Instagram is jumping in with Amazon, pushing for a strict 5-day-a-week return. But on the other side, you've got giants like Google, Apple, and Microsoft, and they're all holding firm with a more flexible 3-day hybrid model. So yeah, Instagram is definitely making a big bet here.
Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because this return to office mandate, it's just one piece of a much larger strategy. We're talking about a fundamental change to how work actually gets done at Instagram. It all comes from an internal memo titled Building a Winning Culture in 2026. In it, Mosseri laid out this whole comprehensive strategy. See, this isn't just about where you work, it's about how you work. And here's the full 4-part plan. It starts with getting people back together, sure, but look at what comes next, a war on meetings. They're literally canceling all recurring meetings every 6 months. Then there's a huge shift from making slide decks to building actual working product demos. And finally, a clear process to make decisions faster and keep everything moving. This is a total overhaul. And this quote from that memo really just gets right to the heart of the whole thing. The goal is to get the company's energy away from all the internal processes and get it focused back on what matters, building things that people actually love to use. This whole focus on prototypes instead of presentations is a really big deal. So instead of just talking about an idea in a meeting, teams are now expected to build a basic working version of it. Something you can actually click on and play with. This lets them test the concept and see how it feels way earlier in the process. So when you put all of this together, what does it all really mean? What are the big takeaways from this massive strategic shift that's happening over at Instagram? Well, first, this is a complete culture overhaul. It's not just a simple return to office policy. The goal is clear: make Instagram faster and more creative. The strategy is targeting the things that slow them down, like endless meetings and slide decks, and trying to get rid of them. Ultimately, this is a huge bet that a focused, in-person culture is the secret weapon they need to win in a super competitive market. And all this leaves us with one final big question. Is Instagram charting a brand new course for creativity and performance in the tech world, or is this 5-day mandate actually a step backward, a retreat from the flexible, modern future of work that so many of us had come to expect? Only time will tell.